So today it was in the media that Flair Airlines had 4 of their 737 MAX aircraft repossessed by the leasing company, and the airline was, quote, shocked that the leasing company repossessed the aircraft due to non-payment. It's a topic I have a little bit of personal information and knowledge with, because I worked in the industry back in the 90s, and my job was actually working with aircraft leasing companies and managing the operating leases. For those of you that don't know, between 91 and 97, I was the manager of corporate planning for NWTR and Yellowknife, and one of my main job functions was to arrange and manage and negotiate our commercial operating leases with various aircraft leasing companies for our Boeing 737 and Lockheed Hercules aircraft at the time. I actually had personal dealings with a number of major aircraft leasing companies, including GECAS, Polaris Aircraft Leasing of San Francisco. We purchased aircraft from Aer Lingus. We dealt with other major leasing companies as well in South Africa and Europe and the United States, as well as here in Canada. So my knowledge of aircraft leases is, I'd say, perhaps a little bit more advanced than the average Canadian media person. It's very simple. With aircraft leases, if you don't make the payments, the operating lessor is well within rights to possess the aircraft. Now, there were 4 aircraft in question. In the 7 years I was involved in the industry, we never missed one single lease payment. It's just not done. And we, as I say, we had half a dozen different aircraft with multiple companies over a 6-year period, and not a single time did we miss a leasing payment to our lessor. So in this environment, I guess the leasing company probably had homes for those aircraft. And when you have 4 aircraft on lease and the lessor is waiting for payment, in my opinion, if they're 24 hours late, it's just not done. I don't think that the airline should be saying they were shocked. That's just my own personal view. If they were shocked, they probably don't have that much airline industry experience. They don't have very much aircraft leasing industry experience. So if any airline is shocked that their aircraft are repossessed due to non-payment, I think they do need to have a good, careful look at themselves in the mirror and try to view the situation from the other side with perhaps the benefit of some knowledge of the industry and how it works as well. So that's my opinion. I hope the airline does find some other aircraft, but to say that they were shocked that the leasing company repossessed their aircraft is actually a bit of a joke. Look, if an airline has money in the bank, they don't miss payments to lessors. It's simple as that. I can't speak to the exact financial situation of Flair. I don't have access to their financial statements or their bank balances. But in the airline industry, if an airline has money in the bank, they make their payments. So I'll leave it at that and let the viewers come to their own conclusions as to what might be in the cards for the future.